I think we're up. Hey everybody, welcome aboard. Captain Mike here. Today I'm going to run an American Airlines flight 9787 from Charlotte to Miami. In the real world, they just finished this ride up, did it in 1 hour and 31 minutes. We'll see just how close we can come to that. Aircraft's cold and dark. I just got in here, so let's get going. DC battery selected to bat. DC battery switch is on guarded. Standby power is auto guarded. Alternate flaps are off guarded. Fuel pump switches are off. Wipers are set to park. Hydraulic pumps, electric 2 and 1 are off. Landing gears down. We've got 3 green on the aft overhead. Weather radar is set to test. Master caution reset. Fault in op test. And overheat fire test. Okay, ground power is available. We're going to get on ground, confirm with the AC selector, and let's get set for unconditioned air. Galley power is on, and let's align the IRS. Emergency exit lights are on. Trim air switch, let's have a peek at that. And let's enter our position. And we are at KCLT.
WestJet 51 with you for the ILS.
WestJet 51, good afternoon. Wind is 34012, altimeter 2995, clear to land, runway 36.
Alright, so what's in the database for this airport's pretty close to what the IRS is picking up, so we don't have any issues there. Flaps are up, and showing up. Let's get some juice in here for the break. And we'll give them the position lights. Alright, that takes care of the originator flight. Let's keep going with the pre-flight. Leading edge devices test. Service interphone is off. Reversers are extinguished. EEC switches are on guarded. Crew oxygen is fine. Passenger oxygen is normal guarded. Flight recorder test. And Mach speed test 1, 2. Might be too early for stall warning. We'll come back to that. 3 green on the landing gear. PSCU is out. Let's check our oxygen flow. That is good. Lights test.
Tower, Golf, go back to back Charlie, taking it south.
Go back Charlie, wind 170 at 15, cleared low approach only, runway 13, not below 200 feet, and report to me.
Go back to back Charlie.
Okay, that's looking pretty good. Alright, flight controls A and B are on guarded. Alternate flaps are on guarded. Off guarded, that is. Spoilers A and B are on guarded. Your dampers on. VHF nav is normal. IRS is normal. FMC is normal. Source selectors. Auto control panel is normal. Fuel temp is fine. Cross feed check. Pumps are off. ACDC panel is set. Galley power is on. Equipment. Cooling supply exhaust normal. Emergency exit lights are on. No smoke and seatbelt signs on. The window heat, they should have been off actually. And if that was a fluke. Yeah, it must have been a fluke.
Tower, just go 515.
Alright, overheat test. TAT test. Wing and engine anti-ice off. And we can get that off now. 300 ways are open. Test on the flight data recorder. Pressurization panels all zeroed out. Temperature back there is nice and comfortable. Let's reset the master. Overheat test. Wing body AC master, very good. And research the auto. Left and right packs the auto. Isolation valves open. Gens are open. On APU is off. That's all looking good. Today's ride is 340. And let's check the outflow valve. And our lights are good. We're going to use the left igniter for this ride. Alright, so then it would be ATIS clearance program, the flight management computer. Since I'm not using SayIntentions, we're going to get right into programming this flight management computer so we can get out of here.
Alright,
CLT to KMIA. This is an AAL flight. 9787. Alright, and we have icons 5 on the way out.
Jet 5.
And runway 18 left to Nooks. And on the way in, we have System 3 via Debrel. Alright. And we are looking at roads. Let's have a look at today's ride. Oh, hey, Mike, I didn't see you sneak in here, man. How's it going? You just caught me. I'm in Cleveland, getting ready to go to Miami. Just starting cold and dark. Checking everything here in 2024. Make sure everything is looking pretty good. All right, and that, and we're going to Glyphon, to Icons, right, Nook, okay, WURFL, Werfel, Coney,
Quebec Charlie, contact arrival now 11905.
And was it EY? Okay, EY. Royco. Right, CO.
Quebec Charlie, altimeter is 2969er,
Wapna.
170 at 15, gusting 20. You are cleared to land on 18.
Right, and Primus.
Quebec Charlie, I'd like you to keep the taxi speed up all the way down to 13. Exit left at 13, ground there 21.
Kennel. And then we're into Debrel. Debrel into being.
Foxtrot Delta Mike X-ray.
Sadid, Danny, Grid, Espresso, Yepa, Resec, Bojada, Sistel, Yakko, Ziggy, Bonefish option, Bonehead, Good Day, Roads, and from Roads we're in on the localizer into 26 left. That's looking pretty good. Alright, let's get our payload in here now. Alright, fuel this ride is going to be 18.7. And our payload, zero fuel weight, is 131.6. And that'll distribute the weight for us. So zero fuel weight, 131.6. Our final reserve, this ride's going to be 6.6. Cost index is 18. We're cruising at 340. Cruise winds. Just grab that. Top of climb 293 at 77.
709. Once the dash unit rolls, you can line up runway 23.
OAT is already in. And we're not going to derate. CG was 24.3. Flaps 5 takeoff. And the winds.
Jazz 913, tower clear to land 24 right, winds 240, 23, gusting 29 knots.
Oops. Alright, the slope on this was down 0.3 and the heading is already in. That looks pretty good. We've got an engine out of a $150.
709 dash 8 will be turning, winds 240, 23, gusting 29, cleared for takeoff from my 23.
That's looking good. Trim is 492. Descent. Let's get the descent forecast in here. Top of descent. Let's see. We are looking at 5. And oh, one too many there, Louis. 3013.
Actually, you call 28 in the air.
Thanks, 28.8 in the air.
Put in 20,000, 15,000, and 10,000. Let's get our winds on the way down. 281 at 56.
Canada
15,
710, wind
290 at 48.
29 knots, clear takeoff from my 23.
And at 10, we're looking at 294.36.
Canada 50.
All right, now let's have a look at some charts and some restrictions here. We've got the icons 5 on the way out.
3074 heavy line up 23.
Adam Ray, 023, clear air, 074.
In 074 heavy, winds 249.
Let's have a peek here.
23.
Airport takeoff 1823, clear air, 074.
We're going to 183.
Our Zibomod 4881 is visual 24 right.
Zibomod 4881, tower, good land 24 right, winds 240, 19, gusting 30.
That's looking pretty good. And we need to be above 1260. That is in. And then we're given icons and nooks. That's it for the restrictions there.
It'll be better for you so you don't have
And
to.
Miami.
Sorry, so you backtrack 23 Club Bravo for the turbine?
Yeah, it's because I'm going to give you 3 minutes because of the heavy, so just go to position, you can backtrack, and then I'll get you going right away.
And we have System 3. Just take a look at that. We get in right at the very top. Deberopian, Canadian Grid, Espresso above 24.
31 knots, clear for takeoff 23.
Departure heading 300.
Right, and that is looking pretty good. Resec. Resec 280 above 15, that's it. Above 13 at Bojana. Sistel, we need to be below 16, that's looking pretty good. Yakko below 13. Ziggy 250 knots above 11. Bonefish is 11. Option 230 knots at 11, that's in. Bonehead, we need to be above 9. Good day between 8 and 9. Roads 210 at 6, so that's all looking pretty good. So I don't see any issues there.
Score 3525, exit rate 21er.
Okay, that's all good. Let's come back to Charlotte. And we're using 18 left is what they're using. Let's get the pedestal set up. I put this in. If I have to come back, being that I'm here by myself, this is already done. Landing altitude is 750. Position height's 254.
We're rolling runway 23.
Cross-check that.
Hello, WestJet 1207, correct inbound 24 left with the X-ray.
And we're looking at 2973.
Good line 24 left, WestJet 1207.
Cross-check that. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Alright, 4. And look us. Alright, 183.
Three 16 on Cadex now.
7316, tower 737 traffic, your mile final wind calm.
110.35.
First line 2 for left, Georgia, 7316.
Papa Tower, good afternoon, Uncle 3469, on talk 23.
Encore 3469, tower, continue number 1, runway 23, routine runway inspection in progress. About
Okay,
halfway
that's
down.
looking pretty good. Alright, that's done. And let me have terrain, position, data, airport, station. I'm on the master, you're on the slave. You can have weather, station, airport, data, and position. Alright, 150, 183, we're gonna head straight up. I'm not using SayIntentions this ride. I'm waiting on an adapter. And that is looking good. Then I'll have my lower monitor back in 2024. It works fine in X-Plane, but I need an adapter because I use a different computer in 24. So, all right, that's all looking pretty good across there. My nose wheel steering guide is fine. Clock is good. Let's check the displays. I want you here, and I want you there. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Auto flight test 1 and 2. Alright, artificial horizon is level. Ground speed 0, 45 on the speed tape. V1's 141, 150 on the engine out. Initial headings 183. Decision height of 254. We have to come back. Local pressure is 2973. We're cleared all the way up. I've got terrain on the nav display. Standby gauges is set. Reset the fuel flow. N1 is set. Auto speed reference is set. Auto. Auto brake is set for rejected takeoff. Let's see. And we are good here.
Jazz 869, wind comp, clear takeoff, runway 23.
Clear takeoff, 23, Jazz.
That's looking pretty good. Clean board. Alright, bottles. Our bottles are good. Cargo test. That's looking pretty good. Let's get that test done.
97975, heavy tower, dash 8 traffic departure.
That test is done.
Runway 23.
And let's check that storm warning now. That's looking pretty good. Alright. Let's get the doors buttoned up, get ready to get out of here. We have fuel in the center tank.
67, Delta 4, cross runway 24 right.
Delta 4 cross 24 right, runway 67. Tower through 1623, ILS 24 left.
Through 1623, heavy Toronto Tower, U175 traffic a mile final, wind comp, clear to land, runway 24 left.
And that is good. Alright, they're all buttoned up. Alright, let's get on APU.
Jazz 869, contact departure 1288.
28, Jazz 869.
Oh, hey, John, I didn't see you sneak in here. Welcome. Doing a quick run from Charlotte to Miami. Quick test in 2024.
Jazz 423, heavy tower, cost and turbulence 787, rolling out, wind comp, clear to land, runway 23.
Matter of fact, American Airlines just finished this ride in the real world. They did it in 1 hour and 31 minutes. We'll see just how close we come to that. We cruising at here. I may bump that up. Matter of fact, I'm going to bump that up.
I'm in 7651, get ahead.
We're going to make that on the way down.
97975, okay. No way.
97975, roger, contact 12165.
12165,
And let me have you. Alright, APU is up. Let's get on APU, confirm that. And let's just say that we waited a minute.
Through 1623, Delta 6, and continue across runway 24 right.
6 cross 24 right, through 1623.
Alright, let's get disconnected from the gate, and then we can get on out of here. Ground services, and
Through 1623, contact ground 125.
release the ground power.
Through 1623.
Disconnect those chocks.
Tower, kind of 453, let's 24 left.
Kind of 453, Toronto Tower, Q400.
I haven't used VATSIM in a long time, but I am on VATSIM every now and then. My ID is 830306. But I've been using SayIntentions a lot because it works really well.
7271, wind comp, clear takeoff runway 23.
Alright, we are all disconnected here. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue. Let's get you. Yo, I don't want that yet. What are you doing here, Louis? We got to get started up. Alright, let's say we have permission to engine start, push and start. Although we're not going to push out, we're going to taxi right on out. Let me get that clock going. Let's get the packs off. I'm trying to run real quick here, and I'm getting ahead of myself. Anti-collision is on. Let's start 2.
Canada, Echo Encore 3419, keep the speed down into Delta 4, please, and cross runway 24 right.
Papa Delta 4, cross 24 right, Encore 3419.
Encore 3526, wind calm, clear takeoff runway 23.
Clear takeoff runway 23, Encore 3526.
So from cold and dark to engine start, we're looking pretty good today.
Tower, good afternoon. Air Transit 565 Heavy on the ILS 23, 169.
Air Transit 565
Alright,
Heavy
2
Tower,
is stable.
wind 160
It's
knots,
locked.
clear to land.
Gen 2. We've got juice. Alright, isolation valve is closed. Right back to auto. Pressure's good. We're starting 1.
Oh, good day, Air Canada 1235 with you, cleared the ILS 24 left.
Air Canada 1235 Tower, U190 traffic short final, wind calm, clear to land, runway 24 left.
Goodbye, 24 left.
I just finished replacing all my monitors in here. They're all brand new. They look nice. I was starting to get a little lines in some of the old monitors. They've been in here for 10 years, though.
3526.
Can't complain. I definitely got my money's worth out of those bad boys.
Canada 453, Delta 4, cross runway 24 right.
Delta 4 cross 24 right, Air Canada 453.
Alright, that's stable. 1 is locked. Gen 1. We've got juice. You're on. You're off. APU is off. And a quick peek. We got a clean board. Alright, now we can move on to you. You.
Air Transit 565
You're going to
Hotel 4,
TA.
contact
You're
ground
going to
121.
auto.
Hotel 4, 1 to 165, Air Transit 5.
And let me have the flight controls. Alright, we're looking pretty good. Alright, we've got 18 left on the way out.
Here's Dash 8 departing. Clear to
Can't
land,
tell if
runway
that released or not. I think it did. Let me have you, and you. Alright, we've got 18.
For lower Canada 413 is the coming up here, final for left.
Air Canada 413 Tower, 320 traffic at a mile final, wind 1404 knots, clear to land, runway
Couple of
24
flickers
left.
here. I am running 7 monitors off of 1 computer, so I really can't complain all that much. She's usually pretty smooth, though.
Canada 1235, contact ground 1219.
1219, Air Canada 1235.
So every now and then I have an issue with the mode control panel. It just kind of numbers go out. It didn't happen today, though.
Canada 711 Delta 4, cross.
But that seems to be the only issue that I have with Device Interface Manager. Hey, the flickers seem to be coming from the front, but I don't seem to see them on the sides.
0 degrees, line up runway 23.
320, line up 23, jet 675.
Interesting. I would think it would be all around.
Northwest 512, secure hip down 24 left.
Push at 512 Tower, 321 traffic short final, wind calm, cleared line, runway 24 left.
Good line 24 left, West 512.
As at 675, wind calm, advised in the turn, cleared takeoff, runway 23.
Clear to go, will advise, jet 675.
Air Canada 414 Tower, line up runway 23.
Left 23, Air Canada 414.
And this should be 12, right? Charlie 12.
Air Canada 413, contact ground 119.
Top 19, Air Canada 413. Tower up to 910, Curix inbound.
Option 910 Tower, 737 traffic short final, wind calm,
My
cleared line,
clock
runway 24 left.
going. You're going to TARA. Let's have a quick peek. Auto, let's see. Tenant notification is complete. Exterior light says needed. We are good. Engine start select is to continuous. Auto throttle is on. Transponders TARA. Auto parker brake release 40%. We're gone.
We're in the turn for jet 675.
All right, 40% on the throttles.
Departure 1280.
Come in.
All right, Miami, here we come.
Jet 287
Stable,
Tower,
Toga.
No delay, line up and wait 23, jet 287.
Thrust set. Airspeed's active.
Delta 4 and cross runway 24 right.
Delta 4 across 24 right. Speed West 512.
Check. Throttle hold. We're stable through 80.
Tower, Canada 102.
B2.
Canada 102, winds calm, cleared to land runway 23.
Canada 102, thanks.
Gear up. And check the auto flight again. Yeah.
Canada 750, 24 left.
Canada 758, target 8, wind 1503, clear to land runway 24 left.
24 left, there's Canada 758.
1902. That's a nice view. And let's bring up you. Oh, that's a great view. Very nice. Flaps 1.
Stop 2589, target 8, wind 1503, clear to land runway 24 left.
Flaps up. And we need to be above 1260, and we're well above that. We're at 3,000 already. And we're inbound Guilford.
Canada 758, contact ground 1219.
Oh, 9, Canada 758.
Well, hey, Tom, I didn't see you sneak in here. Yeah, come on up, buddy. Get in the jump seat.
For 3409, wind calm, cleared to land runway 23.
Yeah, we're in 2024 for my day rides now. I have most of the stuff in here worked out. Only thing left really are the flight illusion gauges, which I can't seem to get working for some reason. Most of them. They work fine in X-Plane though. So I don't know.
It's 539, initial heading 2903. Line up runway 23.
Line up runway 23, initial heading 2903, just 539.
I'll tell you, running 7 monitors off of one computer, she's still really smooth. I don't know how they managed to do it. I still think it's black magic, man, because that's amazing. I have a hard time getting this smooth performance, one computer, one monitor in X-Plane. And I think the clouds in 2024 are a little bit better.
2589, contact 1219.
But I use X-Plane 12 for my night flights. I prefer the night lighting in X-Plane. But for my day rides, 2024 is it. I'm just waiting for NVIDIA to fix their NVIDIA drivers. I'm still unable to use any of their filters. The changes that I've made here so far have all been done with my monitor. I have dynamic, movie, natural, and neutral, and then a whole bunch of settings in there I can fool around with. So I fooled around with the settings a little bit to get this, but I'd really like to have those filters because I can't get reshade to work in 2024 like I can in X-Plane. And it shows 22 filters, but when I select one of the 3, it only gives me 2. So, alright, we're 10. So up through 10,000, we're pretty good. Rather nice ride. Alright, autopilot's engaged, 10 notifications complete, cabin pressurization and temperature, we're going to monitor that. Engine bleeds are on, pack switches to auto. APU is off, exterior lights as needed, we are good. Engine start selectors as needed, they're off. Auto brake selectors off, landing gears up and off. So we're good on up to 18. Oh, thanks, Tom. I appreciate that. Hey, Max, how's it going, man? Welcome. Yeah, I'm telling you, I love the clouds. The clouds and the water. I mean, it goes without saying, the ground scenery. But the clouds and the water in 2024 are just phenomenal. Those 2 areas are lacking in X-Plane, where at least they have the ability to catch up to this. Maybe not so much with the maps, but even 2024's water looks nice. it doesn't have that flat look. You can see as the wind blows on the water, you get those different ripple effects. You can see that in 2024. You don't see that in X-Plane. It's pretty smooth. We're going to let them run around. And Gilfin, we should have 16.8 on the fuel. We're 16.8 right now. We'll have 10.6 when we get into Miami. We've got another 560 miles to go. 78 miles and we'll be at cruise. We're cruising at 340 today. And I bumped us up at Mach 0.8, so hopefully we'll get in a little early.
Yankee Tower, clear to land runway 11, wind 140 degrees 10 knots.
So we're about 45 miles out of Nooks, and that would put us at the end of the SID out of Charlotte. Pretty much well on our way. Weather in Miami should be fairly decent. They came into runway 26 right, so we'll be coming in over the water. We should have a nice view of Miami coming in. And American didn't have a gate listed for this ride on FlightAware, so pick a gate, any gate on the back end. All right, that's 18. Let's get on standard pressure and cross-check that. We have a peak here. We are looking at altimeter is at 2992, so standard pressure. We're good. And icons 16.5. 16.5, 10.6 when we get in. 550 left to go. And we are inbound Nerful 187. Oh no, we're inbound Nooks. 35 miles, we'll be done with the SID. Yeah, it's only 20 to 2 in the afternoon here, and I'm already in the air. That's pretty good. I got an early start today. Be nice I can get the return flight done.
Roger, left base for runway 29, report on left base.
Kilo Delta will call you left base runway 29.
Flightdeck number 1, report from final 11.
Oh, I could land on the water all right. Whether or not 2024 is going to let us skim across the top of it, I don't know. I've never tried. That is one thing I've never tried, Bob. I did experience a dual engine failure, though. We did make the airport. We were overseas somewhere, I don't remember where, South America or Europe somewhere. And we were just starting our way in, and both engines failed. Unable to get them to restart. So we made the runway. It was a little hard landing, but we didn't damage the landing gear. So that was pretty cool. And that should be 9-2 now. Alright, we're going to be leaving this chart here.
130 degrees, 9 knots, QNH 1027. Report on it. Tower, clear to land 11, wind 120 degrees, 15 knots.
Maybe we'll get a ride into Tacondon. Maybe I'll set that one up next. I haven't been in there in a while. That's a nice approach, man. That's a wicked approach. I think that's in the top 10 most dangerous approaches that are out there. They have an amazing looping left-hand turn coming in with mountains all around, with a steep drop-off just before you get to the final approach onto the into the airport. Yeah, maybe we'll go look that one up. I haven't done that in a while. A long time ago. A long time ago. And then I met my wife, and my wife said it was too dangerous. So then I ended up working law enforcement with a gun strapped to my hip, so go figure out her thinking there. All right, we are coming up on Columbia Metro, for those that may know the area.
Star 534.
Oh, there's a few aircraft in our area here.
Take 180 turn on the first loop, then backtrack, proceed via Echo taxiway. For stand number 2.
Continue backtrack via taxiway Echo and stand number 2. Thank you,
All right, we're coming up on Nooks. Nooks, we should have 15.5 on the fuel. We're 15.6 right now. We're still 5 miles out of Nooks, though. We've got another 515 miles to go to Miami. We'll have 10.6 on the fuel when we get in. Another 30 miles will be at cruise.
Wind 17 degrees, 15 knots, weather 14, fit plan. Okay, then 14 pressure here.
So far from cold and dark to just about cruise, it's been pretty much uneventful. And Nooks puts us at the end of the SID out of Charlotte.
Bonjour Sénégal, on final 01.
And we are inbound Wurfel.
Flight Club Juniors, we're now 6 miles and 10 are for low approach, just up header and then we'll come.
Copy Tower, route go around, wind to 10 degrees.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of flying. I'm just afraid of crashing. That's the only thing that bothers me. Flying don't bother me. My stomach bothers me when I'm flying in the small stuff. Those little Cessnas, especially during the summertime. The summertime, it's wicked flying in those little planes, man. You get the heat radiating off the ground, bouncing back up in the air, man. You're in one of those Cessnas, you're sitting there doing this, man. You're bouncing all over the place. And I think we lost our communications here. That should be good. There we go. That's up.
From your Fairfield and Road Tower, good day, continue approach for the runway.
That's the only thing I didn't like with those little small planes in the summertime was, man, you got beat up. Till you got over water. As soon as you got over the water, man, everything would just smooth out like butter, man.
We're clear for level 200, runway 20.
Runway 28 Roger, and until out of
That should be coming into range now.
That's 2,000 feet a minute or greater.
Okay, we'll expedite for you after like 2025.
Good afternoon, that is 279er, flight level 400.
Unit 2799 heading on airport.
Allendale not transmitting.
Following 2875, North 3497.
Sorry, miss that.
Following 2875, Fox Center 13497.
3497, settling 2875, thank you.
How about Charleston? Charleston's transmitting. So Charleston's about 65 miles out, 11 o'clock position this direction there, for those that may know the area. And we're in Jacksonville's airspace.
Delta 30, heavy, 380.
Confirm Delta 33, checking in.
That's Delta 30. Oh, Delta 33, I'm sorry, that's running jet.
Parachute, yeah, I could deal with one of those. That wouldn't be too bad. Although with some of those private planes, if you have money, they put a parachute in a plane now, so I guess that's not too bad.
Rescue 29, contact tunnel 12467.
12467, Rescue 29.
What a great view, and we are at cruise, flight level 340, and that's 22 minutes since we left the gate, 17 minutes since we entered the runway. We are looking at 480 miles left to go to Miami. We'll have 10-3 on the fuel when we get in, 345 miles to top of descent. So we have a little ways to go. In the real world, American did the ride in an hour and a half, so we'll see just how close we come to that.
Turkish 6063 heavy plane, roger, bonjour. Pursuit C2, Bravo, Uniform, Foxtrot, on course.
Bravo, uniform, Foxtrot. From present position, director 6063.
Roger.
Bonjour, United 951 Heavy, flight level 400.
United 951 Heavy, bonjour.
Good afternoon, Ben 93 Heavy, flight level 330.
Quebec 93 Heavy, bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour, Canada 7205 Heavy, flight level 400.
Air Canada 7205 Heavy, bonjour.
Center, good afternoon, American 9732, flight heavy, flight level 380.
American 9732 Heavy, bonjour.
Yeah, a couple of my landings, they would definitely be bringing me in for a PP test.
Delta 15 Heavy, 380.
Delta 15 Heavy, bonjour.
Center low Virgin 525 heavy, flight level 400, CPDL.
That's coming into view now.
25 Heavy, bonjour.
Although not every landing you want to put down. You don't want to butter every landing. If you're in inclement weather with wet runways, and maybe icy conditions, you don't want to butter that landing. You want to put it down.
Hello, 130873, flight level 360.
Air Canada 873 Heavy, bonjour.
All right, and we are inbound. Comey puts us on Route 83. Yes.
Laminar 616180 Montreal, Center, bonjour.
Center 110 heavy, good afternoon, flight level 30.
Alpha 110 Heavy, bonjour.
Where you heading? Let's see. He's about our 3 o'clock position, but he's a little ways out. He's in Atlanta's airspace. Where you heading? FFT, where you going? Oh, they're going to Tampa. They left Cleveland. Cleveland for Tampa.
12805.
12805. Phoenix 93 Heavy. Have a good day.
Oh, they're not heading our way. I don't think there's anybody else really close to us.
Air Canada 611 checking in 340.
My fingers don't want to work here.
Covering Arizona, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. Answer way 2.
Interesting. That doesn't want to close. There we go.
Good day, Air Canada 142.
Don't want that now.
210, speed 280 knots or greater. We're doing 340.
Air Canada 142, I'm a heavy. Air Canada 142, I'm a descender. Good morning, climb flight level 280.
So I don't think there's anybody that's close to us going to be landing in Miami. Let's see who's. Oh, that's a big bird. Where you heading?
Aircheck 799, contact center 13575 feet. 3575, so long, 379.
Oh, they're heading to Tampa too. Well, they got a fly-in going to Tampa. You going to Tampa as well?
Okay, speed is our discretion, 762.
Maybe we should have went to Tampa. Oh no, he's going to MCO. He's going to Orlando.
Good evening, Horizon 2584, 16,000, 134, 10,000. With golf and like ILS 12.
Horizon 2584, good evening, runway 12, grid now direct to my pod, descend and maintain 6,000.
Direct to my pod and maintain 6,000, Horizon 2584.
Well, even if there wasn't autopilot, at least there's trim. You can trim it out so you're not sitting there holding it. Because this thing, these are real yokes and rudder pedals out of the real aircraft. These things are heavy. These things are freaking steel pipes that are in here. So yeah, if you got to hold this, yeah, that's no joke. Thank God for rudder trim and elevator and aileron trim. Because without that, man, forget it. You would definitely be working for your money.
In that case, requesting 360, can I 69 Papa? 69 Papa, Roger, climb flight level 360. Flight level 360, can I 69 Papa?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, for real. Yeah, if you got to sit there for a 1 hour, 2 hour ride, and you don't have any trim, I mean, if you could trim the aircraft out, you could pretty much get it to where it's pretty close, and all you're going to do is just sit there and maybe push it this way a little bit, push it that way a little bit. For the most part, you won't have to sit there and actually hold a lot of pressure on it. But without trim, though, and if it's out of trim, yeah, you're going to work. I had 1 or 2 rides that I did a while back where I screwed up the flaps, overspeed, and I was sitting there like this the whole ride. I even had the rudder trim over, trying to level us out, and I'm holding this thing the whole ride, trying to get us in on the ground. So yeah, it's work, no doubt about it. All right, Werfel, we're coming up on Werfel, 14.3. We're 14.3 on the fuel, 10.3 when we get in. 425 left to go, 290 top of descent. So we're looking pretty good, and we're 188, and we are inbound Coney. That's in range. And we're on jet route 83 now. And 111.6, so let's see if they're transmitting.
Air 47 uniform descent level 260, minimum 1,500 feet a minute. Could you please take us up in Air 47 uniform?
Well, Savannah's not transmitting, really?
Air 47 uniform, how do you read me now? Reading you 5 now. Thank you, descent level 260, 1,500 feet per minute or greater. Descent level 260, 1,500, come off in Air 47 uniform.
Oh, yes they are. Hunter is not transmitting.
One Victor, local Mate 1 Victor, level 2702, Refla. Yeah, Mate 1 Victor, hello, identified.
So we're over Georgia right now. Head on down to Florida. Savannah, Georgia is about 20 miles, 15 miles out to our 1 o'clock position now.
Air 47 uniform. Go ahead, copying Air 47 uniform. Just send you a data link message to go to Amsterdam. Before you go, proceed direct to Arnhem. Direct Arnhem, and we are changing to 343 Smart.
Well, even the Cessnas that the 182, 172, the 152, they don't have autopilot. But you could trim out the aircraft where you're not actually beating up your hands and working the yoke. But yeah, autopilot is a godsend, man. You do it a overseas flight. Could you imagine doing an 18-hour ride with no auto flight? Man. Even if you had dual crews to switch in between the ride, man, that's a lot of work. I mean, I wouldn't mind not having the autopilot as long as I had trim. The biggest thing that I don't like is I don't like being cold. Imagine being up there in these unpressurized flight decks, man, with bomber jackets on and gloves. That, for me, is that I wouldn't want to do. Not at all.
Mate 1 Victor, descend level 260. Level 260, Mate 1 Victor.
There you go. In 2024, yeah, check out the scenery. I get to see places I'm never going to see in the real world, even if it is satellite scenery. At one time, it looked like that, right? So.
282, time level 290, inbound, Rebel. You're 7181, hello, that's fine.
And the companies out there, they don't want you flying by hand. Companies want you on the autopilot. And I know quite a few that give it at 400. But the airlines don't want you flying by hand because you burn more fuel. Pilots are nowhere near as efficient as the auto-flight system. And that costs money. So.
Level 341 identified, climb level 290. 90,
Exactly, man. That's what retirement's all about, man. That's what retirement is all about, man. You don't complain about your job or your boss or your coworkers anymore. Now you complain about your flight sim. The only bad thing is you really can't blame anybody else if something wrong in here goes. Not one of your coworkers that broke it, right? Ah, someone's heading north. Out to our right here. Where you heading? Where are you guys heading? I'll tell you, this is real slow today. It's like my fingers aren't working here on the touchpad. Yeah. Either that or Fat Sim is real slow in giving me the data. Yeah, it ain't popping up at all. Maybe it's a Janet Airways flight. They're incognito. No info. Yeah, it's not coming up. Interesting. Yeah, I complain about boat simulators, not just 2024, when I find issues. My big complaint with X-Plane is networking their clouds. You got to go in there and refresh the real weather because you get a mismatch on the clouds between the networked computers. So that's a big problem with them that I would thought would have been addressed by now. 2024, it would be nice if we had networking. As smooth as this is running 7 monitors off of one computer, I can only imagine how smooth this would be if I ran 1 monitor, 1 computer. Because I'm still running the ultra settings with 7 monitors, so that's pretty amazing.
Laminar 341, request flight level 310 for the cruise today. Laminar 341, flight level 310.
Alright, we're coming up on a Royco. Royco, we should have 13.7. And we're 13.7 right now, 10.2 when we get in, 370 miles left to go. 235, we'll start down.
Number 6 Delta Whiskey out of 209, climbing flight level 250, level 33 at the French boundary.
Condor 6 Delta Whiskey, hello, you're identified 5, flight level 2.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Flying is, if it's in your blood, it's in your blood.
Condor 6 Delta Whiskey.
I'm in 31, confirm.
But this is better than going to Disney World.
Copy, thank you.
Because I can get out of my bed, come into the garage. I don't have to wait online.
6 Delta Whiskey, do you still require 1500 or more?
Condor 6 Delta Whiskey, rate of climate.
And I'll tell you, being retired and on oxygen, I don't go out much, so this is a godsend. If I didn't have this, I'd have television, and that's it. That would be unacceptable. That would be unacceptable.
Climbing 340, Viking 1104, good morning, you're identified.
How do you configure 7 monitors?
Condor 6 Delta Whiskey, climb flight level 2.
Yeah, I've got, I'm running a 4090 video board, so that takes care of 4 of my connections right there. I'm running the 3 external views, as well as the captain's primary flight display, nav display. This is 1 monitor right here. I'm running those 4 off of the 4090 video board. And then I'm running these 2 monitors, the upper and lower multifunction displays. They're running off of the motherboard itself. I have a display port and I have an HDMI port built into the Gigabyte motherboard. So those 2 are plugged into that. And then the one here on the right, that's plugged into a USB converter. And that gives me the 7 hookups all around. The only monitor that's missing when I run 2024 is the IRS display in the aft overhead. I have that when I'm in X-Plane. That's the only difference, really. Well, that and the flight illusion gauges. And that's 9 coming into view now.
Southwest 15 Charlie Romeo, turn right heading 225.
Yeah, hopefully they put some extra padding in those seats back there.
Number 3 Tango Tango, when ready, descend flight level 280.
The one thing I'm not running in 2024, I may take a look at, is FS Realistic. I'm using it in X-Plane, and it gives me a little bit of a, you get a little bounce here and there with the clear air turbulence that's out here. You don't seem to get any of that in 2024 without it. So I may have to get that back in. I was running it at one time. Well, we're going to have to get that put back in, I think. Give us a little bit of a bounce. I also noticed that they're not showing any winds here from 24 as well on the display. No windows. I don't have any windows in here because it would get too hot. between the monitors, the computers, and the backlighting, it'll get way too hot in here. I have a split AC unit up on the wall that actually blows air conditioning right into me and whoever may be sitting in the right seat. It goes back and forth between me, and then I put it back on the computers to keep me cool. If I had windows in here, it'd be way too hot. And then I wouldn't be able to have this monitor up here. I have an iPad, 12-inch iPad up here that extends past the window frame. So I would actually have to lower that into here. So, and I think that would just basically double up the glare, I would imagine. I would get the lighting coming off the screen, bouncing onto this glass. I already have a little bit of glare coming off the two of them. So, but these monitors are 10 years old. The newer monitors have anti-glare and matte finish and all that stuff. So when these get updated, they're next on the list. We'll be looking at the anti-glare and all that stuff. So. But I could put them in easy enough, plexiglass. You know, some Velcro strips and just put it right on the outside frame. You wouldn't even be able to tell.
Air China 834, direct to Ivona. Direct to Ivona, Air China 834.
That's coming into range. And we are inbound Wapna. Let's see, how are we making out here? Deborah is when we get on the arrival, yes. So that's 30, about 100 miles. We should be on the arrival into Miami.
Calling Ryder 9 Victor Robin?
Negative. Call the Alpha Charlie direct from 12.
Well, the only way you're going to see, I'm sitting in here, I don't even see the bottom of the monitor from here. My entire view is covered 180 degrees of Flight Simulator. The only thing that I see is a bezel here and a bezel there. I don't see the bezel at the top of the monitors, and I don't see the bezels at the bottom of the monitors. If I lean up like this, I can see the bottom of the monitor and the shelf that it's sitting on. But if I sit in here in the takeoff position looking down the glare shield, I don't see the bottom. So I basically have 100, it's a little past 180. It's not 220, but it's a little more than 180 on the view.
Morning 1 Zulu, level 315, climbing 340, Dover.
Ryanair 6 Hotel Zulu, hello, you're identified, direct to Rapport.
Rapport, 6 Hotel Zulu, we're looking for 10 unknown. Copy.
Yeah, if I was going to mount these monitors right to the frame itself, I wouldn't need 75-inch monitors either. But that just wouldn't give you the right view.
Ryanair 9X Alpha, climbing flight level 2409.
Ryanair 9X Alpha, climb level 3402 Radix.
And then, yeah, and then I'd have no AC, right? That would block the AC. So then I would actually have to put something behind the flight deck so it blows in from the back.
KLM 76 Alpha, flight level 400 to Danish.
KLM 76 Alpha, descent level 250, 2000 tomorrow.
Level 250, 2000 tomorrow, KLM 76 Alpha.
All right, 175 miles top of descent with just about 300 left to go. Putting a pretty good dent in it now.
Delta 14, flight level 390.
And we're inbound Primus. Yeah, we're about 75 miles out of the arrival.
Delta 130 with you, level 350.
Delta 130, identified.
And we're right near, what was that, Jacksonville, I guess? Florida.
Lauda motion 5 on Bravo, Juliet.
Wow, she is real slow today here.
Level 390, motion 5 on Bravo, Juliet.
Alright, let's shut that. back up. Dump that. Now, let's see. All right, that's a little better. Yeah, Jacksonville International is basically right to our right. I don't know, can we see the airport from here? Actually, yeah, I can. I can see the strip. It's nice and clear out. Pretty cool.
Thank you for answering on motion 51 Bravo Juliet.
I did look at Projector's Tombstone a little while back, but back then, this was 9 years ago, the monitors were too washed out. The projectors were just too washed out. I actually picked up, I had a 18 or 20 foot screen that went across here. I bought one monitor. I think I paid $1,200 back then. It was a short throw projector. And I shined it onto there. It was beautiful, man. It took up the whole thing. It looked nice, but it was just too washed out. I didn't like that washed out look. So then I went and I spent 10 grand on a 100-inch monitor, but it died in about 3 weeks. So, and they didn't have a replacement for me. So when they took that TV back, for the 10 grand, I was able to get these 3 monitors for the same price as that one. So I got 3 75s to take the place of that one. And I use that monitor to this day on the front window when for my projections for Halloween and Christmas. That's basically it. Now I wouldn't even bother with a projector and the wraparound screen, only because when I run X-Plane 12, I completely remove the 3D flight deck, with the exception of the glass and the wipers. So when I'm in X-Plane, I can actually get the 3D rain effect, and I can have the wipers going, where you'll see the wipers going in the center screen.
Set up fix again for Delta 14. Are you going to Ramos, sir? Romeo Alpha Mike Oscar Bravo? Yes, we're going direct Ramo, Delta 14. Thanks. North Transfood Tango Charlie, caller 125, 935. Bye-bye. 125.
But that was the original plan, was a wraparound projector, because when we put this in the garage, when Flightdeck Solutions, Steve came to my house and we put this in, we measured everything out so that the wraparound screen would just fit before we get to the garage door, and I could still open up the access to the attic. So this thing just fit in here. But we won't be going to projectors. The one good thing about having the extra room in the front is if I have to work on the flight deck, there's room to get up inside, which is pretty cool. But we'll probably go to, I'll either put 75-inch monitors in here again, or I may bump them up to 86. Right now, the monitors go past these. I don't know if you can see the center post here. I think you can on both sides. The monitor goes maybe to a little bit past that post. If I put the 86 in here, it'll probably come halfway to the back window, which will be well past my peripheral view. I can even actually sit back when I'm relaxing in cruise, and I'll still have a 180-degree view.
Contract 1471, call 13535. That's fine, thank you, bye.
All right, we're coming up on Primus. Primus, we should have 12.5, 12.5, 10.2 when we get in. 270 miles to go to Miami now. Just about 135 miles to top of descent. Oh no, pretty cool ride. And that's 50 minutes right now since we left the gate. 45 minutes since we entered the runway. And in the real world, American did this in 1 hour and 31 minutes. So we'll see just how close we come to that.
Level 380, Ryan 9 X-ray Alpha. Line 3 Yankee Whiskey, passing level 200 from 240 to
And we're just about 30 miles out of the arrival now. And St. Augustine is about 4 o'clock position off to our right. For those that know the area, we're just skirting the coast right now. And 187, we're inbound Kennel. And 112.6. Ormond Beach, they're transmitting, okay. 112 miles out of Ormond Beach.
Ryanair 9, X-ray Alpha, call 132785. Bye-bye.
132785, Ryanair 9, X-ray Alpha, goodbye.
Lauda 919 Lima, out of 222, climbing 240.
Lauda motion 919 Lima, climb flight level 330.
Climb flight level 330, Lauda motion 919 Lima, that's the final level for us initially, and CPDLC.
Thanks, out of level 250, sir, you can proceed to contour.
Out of 254 to us, Lauda motion 919 Lima, Brani.
All right, Kennel, 12-3, 12-3, 10-2, 250 left to go. Just about 115 top of descent. All in all, this has been a great run from cold and dark. No complaints. Beautiful run.
132.755, Ryanair 9X8, Alpha, remote.
Condor 867, heavy flight level 380 inbound, Ramos.
Condor 867, hello, sir, you're identified. We'll call you for descent.
Copy.
And we're inbound Deborah. Deborah will put us on the arrival. Let's bring that up now.
Ryanair 4 Zulu Lima, when ready, descent level 280.
We are looking at, we want Miami. Systole 3. And they want us above 15, above 24 at Espresso. Okay.
Condor 68, correction, Condor 867, when ready, descent level 250 and be level 55 miles before Ramos.
We'll go, descent level 250, when ready, be level 55 miles before Ramos, Condor 867.
Lufthansa 463, 359, descending level 350.
Lufthansa 463, identified descent level 340.
Descent level 340, Lufthansa 463.
Level 250 to Krotika.
Alpine 52 Echo Zulu, identified. Climb flight level 330.
Protect level 330, Alpine 52 Echo Zulu.
All right, we're coming up on Deborah. Deborah, 12-1, 12-1, 10-2, 235. 100 miles top of descent right now. And we're popping up on the arrival now into Miami. And we are heading 169.
Portugal 531 Delta, climb flight level.
Nice view.
Flight level 370, Portugal 531 Delta.
And we're inbound Beacon.
Delta 130 with your level 350.
Delta 130, identified.
Delta 14 passing flight level 370, flight level 350.
Delta 14, identified, descent level 320.
Oh, pills? Okay.
Delta 14.
Okay.
Condor 867, call 133435. Bye-bye.
13345, Condor 867.
She brought my pills in a little early. I don't usually take them till 3, but she's going to bring some packages back to the post office.
Nostro 13 Quebec identified. Report your requested level.
350.
40 seconds.
350.
Roger. 13 Quebec, ground flight level 350.
Is flying 350, Northern 1357.
Alpine 52 Echo Zulu, are you looking for higher?
That's 5 for us, Alpine 5 Zulu. With the 6 Tango Papa, 760 inbound Costa.
With 6 Tango Papa identified, KCLT.
This is Compact 1255, Atlantic 340, inbound Balak.
Contract 1255, good morning, identified, clear level 370.
Okay, we climb flight level 370, Compact 1255.
Contract 1255, proceed on course to Mazak.
Course to Mazak, Compact 1255.
And Nostrum 12 Quebec, direct to Seaman.
Credit, Seaman, Nostrum 1257.
We're coming up on being 11.7. We're 11.8 right now. We're still 9 miles out. Just about 200 miles left to go with just about 70 to top of descent. And we're still holding 10.2 on the fuel when we get in.
Relay 726, identified.
Top 347 Romeo Whiskey on course Brussels, flight level 340.
Top 347 Romeo Whiskey, identified.
Roger. About 3 Victor Papa, calling flight level 330 inbound, Valak.
About 3 Victor Papa, identified. You're looking for 350 control?
370 would be for us.
Roger, stand by.
There's some flickers going on here.
Delay 94 Lima, identified. Goodbye.
Delay 94 Lima.
Little bit.
143 Foxtrot, flight level 350 on course Lipney.
Aircraft 143 Foxtrot, identified. I'll call you back for higher.
$60 miles. We're on our way down now.
143 Foxtrot, flight level 350 on course Lipney.
Aircraft 143 Foxtrot.
So American did this ride in 1 hour and 31 minutes. We'll see just how close we come to that. Actually, that just flipped. It's an hour now, right on the head since we left the gate out of Charlotte. 55 minutes since we entered the runway. And we've got 190 miles left to go. So we are pretty close to where we need to be here time-wise to be on time.
Aircraft 101 Mike, confirm passing 25
It's in range for
261 at the moment. Stop.
101 Mike, identify squawk ident.
Squawking ident, Air France 101 Mike.
101 Mike, we have radar contact. You're of course to rapport already?
We are already on course to rapport, Air France 101 Mike, and we are climbing 280.
That's perfect, maintain on course to rapport, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Log 3 Victor Papa, report you're heading to 136480. Goodbye.
3648, Log 3 Victor Papa, goodbye.
Alpine 5674, approaching flight level 350, bound Valek.
Alpine 5674, identify continuing climb level 3 minus 0.
Alpine 5674, is there any chance we could make 350 final today?
Sure, no problem. Stop climb level 350 to maintain.
Stop and maintain flight level 350, reaching Alpine 5674. Thank you.
Air France 101 Mike, contact 131065. Goodbye.
131065, Air France 101 Mike, bye-bye.
We're coming up on Katie. Katie, 11.4. We are 11.4 right now. 175 miles left to go. Just about 40 miles, we're on our way down. 10.2 on the fuel when we get in.
Control Alpine 5674, we are happy to proceed to Maastricht, however, it is not on our flight plan.
Yes, sir, we were just discussing that. However, all the flights...
And we're inbound Dandy.
So it's about to leave Maastricht, then you can report to 135310 for further route.
Okay, 3531, and we proceed to Maastricht, Alpine 5674. And just to confirm, you want us to proceed to Maastricht and contact 13531, Alpine 5674.
All correct, sir. Goodbye.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Alpine 41 Juliet Romeo, flight level 380 to Iberab. Alpine 41 Juliet Romeo, yeah, identified.
Swiss 786, level 300.
Swiss 786, identified. You don't go to Bati.
It's to Baptiste, Swiss 786, thank you. Radar, good day, Lufthansa 95 Echo, flight level
172.
Lufthansa 95 Echo, identified. You don't go to Ramos.
Lufthansa 95 Echo, direct Ramos.
Just got on 113 bus, 214, climbing 240, inbound here.
Current on 1113, yeah, identified. Continue flying flight level 2 minus 0, and proceed on course to Groningen.
Climbing 290, inbound Groningen. Just got on 113.
And what's your requested level for today? Is it 35?
Affirm, requesting 35. And just to confirm, it's cleared level 290.
All correct.
Thank you.
Lufthansa 95 Echo, descent flight level 2 minus 0.
Lufthansa 95 Echo, descent flight level 290.
November 293 with you, maintain flight level 240 direct to Zibomod.
November 293 Juliet Golf identified. You're looking for 280 confirm?
Confirm.
Roger, I'll call you back shortly.
Thank you.
All right, let's get set for the way down. What are we looking at here? Another 20? Yeah, let's get them back in their seats. We're good down to 24.
Lufthansa 95 Echo, descent flight level 254.
Let's bring that up. That was
November Juliet Golf, climb flight level 280.
Laminar flight level 2804 November, you let go. Thank you.
Elevation, that is good. Decision height's going to be 471.
676, descent flight level 250.
Descending flight level 250 Swiss 786.
Swiss 786, contact 12845. Goodbye.
128.
71. Cross check that.
November Juliet Golf, contact 135-980. Goodbye.
Sun 135-980 for November 293 you let go. Thank you.
Singapore 334, descent flight level 310.
Okay, that's looking good. We're looking at 3013 on the back end.
Good day, let's go.
Cross check that.
Let's go 4 Golf Kilo. Identify.
Alright, that's looking pretty good. Alright, and Barbara, and we're holding at 4. That looks good. Heading is going to be 272.
But concentrated 3 negative, we are technically limited to flight level 300. Away.
No problem, 6823, proceed to Mazek.
Thanks, man, 0 transit, please.
1093.
Master Paradible, 863, good day, level 340, bound to dozen.
Stellaria 83, identify.
So that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, and I'm already on terrain. Alright, that's looking pretty good here. Now let's have a look at you.
Your transmit station 3, contact 132-080.
And let's put you in.
Easy 89 uniform kilo, flight level 3502 kilo, Romeo Hotel.
Easy 89 uniform kilo, identify.
And you, and that's going to be
Hello, Speedbird 664 Charlie 350, return.
Speedbird 664 Charlie.
Rose.
United 960.
We're looking at.
Are you going to make that restriction, sir? 50 miles before the Hamilton, level 25?
50, oh, we didn't see that. I thought it was Ramos, but let me, we'll get down.
Okay, just do 2.5, please.
2500 down, okay.
And that's going to be.
Here's support to Lima Mike, flight level 390. Is it easy for Lima Mike? Python.
All right, we are on our way down. That's an hour and 9 minutes from the gate, hour and 4 from the runway, and we've got 122 miles left to go. Can we simulate Japan Airlines Flight 123? I'll have to go take a look. Do you know where it departs and arrives from?
Billard was 863, descent flight level 610.
Descent level 310, go ahead.
We're going to get picked up at Yepa. That's in range.
3362, level 340, inbound to Farman.
So that's 3362, classified able 1000 higher.
Affirm, on the 3362.
Thank you, sir, ground flight level 650.
Time level 350, on the 3362.
And you can get set as well.
1065. Bye-bye.
131065, was 66. Thank you, have a good day.
You too.
So we're on a 280 knot descent. They want us at 280 above 15 at resec. right near West Palm Beach. And then we'll start slowing down.
Airfront 53 Hotel Tango, fly level 340 to Silver Lake.
Airfront 53 Hotel Tango, bonjour, identified climb level 370.
Flight level 370, Airfront 53 Hotel Tango.
And Airfront 53 Hotel Tango when passing level 0 direct to Osnabrück.
Passing flight level 320 direct Osnabrück, Airfront 53 Hotel Tango, recommend. Monogram 208 Echo, approach flight 40, direct model.
Right at 208 Echo, Zibomod, climb flight level 350, proceed direct RSME.
Climb level 350, direct RSME, requesting flight level 390, and 208 Echo, to expect. Toyota 32 Mike, climbing 280, direct Doza.
32 Mike, good morning, identified. Climb flight level 330 and report your request.
Climbing 330, request 350 to the 32 Mike.
So we're coming up on Expresso. They want us 24,000 or above. We're 25.9 right now, mile and a half out. So that constraint's met. 24. Next we're looking at 15. And we're inbound, yeppa. And 10.8 on the fuel, 10.8 on the fuel, 10.2 and we get in. 97 miles left to go. And that should be coming into range now. And within the next 20 miles we should be on this moving map display now.
Of course you are, sir. We are checking already for that. People 854, call 13648. Bye-bye.
13648, bye-bye.
Yeah, no more parachutes. We ran out.
413 heavy, level 410.
I think they gave those out to the people in first class.
The rings 1 Juliet, November back to Kentucky. Doing there, 3362, call 126-285. Bye-bye.
126.285, or goodbye with Air 3362. Cargo 8189 heavy, maintaining 50.
8189, going to be fine. You're doing 1 Juliet, November, climb flight level 370.
I'm at 370,
85 miles out of Miami now. And another 8 miles we should be on that moving map display. Weather's not bad. It's been real cold here the past few days. Last night was real cold. So I actually had a hard time coming in here to do some flying. I had to bring a heater in here to warm up the garage for a little while because I have a hard time breathing in here if the weather's not right, you know, as far as the temperature. So I brought a heater in here for a little while, turned on all the computers and everything to warm up the garage. Then once it got a little warm in here, I was able to turn the heater off, bring it back inside. But yeah, I think this has got to be the first year that I've ever had to do that. So, pretty cold year this year. I don't know where all this global warming is that they're complaining about. It's sure not down here, that's for sure.
13549 Air Force 53 Hotel, so bye-bye.
Yeah, that was the one good thing. The past few days, the split AC unit definitely got a break. The fan was just on, blowing around the air. That's it. So we save money with the air conditioning, and we lose money putting the heater on. So take your pick. Pick your poison, as they say. Huh? All right, we're on the moving map display now. Inbound reset. We need to be 280 knots above 15. We're at 19.4 descending, and we're 7 miles out. So we're looking pretty good. And from there, we are good down to 13.
Cargo 8189, please descend 2000 or more.
Cargo 8189, 2000 or more.
Yeah, it's pretty unusual for us. And it got so cold that the one good thing is I was in the process of killing the weeds out front in my lawn, put down some pre-emergent, some post-emergent, and that cold spell just sped it up, man. All the weeds are like dark brown and purple and yellow, and they're pretty much on their way out now. So that helped a little bit. All right, we're coming up on 18. Let's have a peek. Bleed air panel is set to auto. Landing altitude is in. Passenger signs are on. Auto brake selector is set. Flight instruments and radios are set. Altimeters, local QNH. We're going to get on that right now. Cross-check that. Recall. And we've got a clean board. All right, landing data VREF minimums. We put that in. We're good to keep going. What are we coming in at? Buck 48. And we are inbound 174 to Bujata. And we should have 10.7 on the fuel. We're 10.7 on the fuel. 10.3 when we get in. 65 miles left to Miami. 13 below and 11 is next. And then at Ziggy, we're going to slow to 250.
Connect 540 direct to Albany.
Can even do that now here.
Connect 540 direct to November Victor Oscar, descent flight level 250.
November Victor Oscar, descent 250, 540.
That's erroneous message.
Because that 1470, passing 176, came 240.
Contact 147, 025, now flight level 320.
Climb flight level 320, contact 1470.
So we're slowing to 250 knots now. And we should be at 250 knots by the time we pass Ziggy at 11,000. And then we're going to hold 11 for a little bit. And then we'll go down to 6, 210 at Rhodes.
Lufthansa 6 Charlie Foxtrot. Contract 1470, call 135,
Yep, silver and gold, man, silver and gold. Silver and gold. Over here for me, it's tax lien certificates. Now we're coming up on Sistel 10.6, 10.6, 10.2 when we get in. Just about 50 miles left to go. We're looking at a buck 76. Yeah, for me it's tax lien certificates. Because the tax liens that you pay are on real property. And then if they don't pay their taxes after a certain amount of time, you can foreclose on the property. But most people pay their taxes. So usually you get your money back plus the interest and penalty from the IRS. And depending on what state you invest in, that percentage could be quite decent. So, but you need to take a look at the property that you're going to invest in. You know, you don't want some dive somewhere. You know, you want some like mall that you can invest in, or places that have like their bank owned for the most part, because the bank will step in and protect their interest in that property. So you're not going to get stuck with property that you don't want, and you just have that cash coming in. And it's a senior loan on the property. So even if they claim bankruptcy, you still get your money. The government always gets their money. That's what the banks do with your money. When you put your money in a bank, the banks go and they buy tax lien certificates because they're guaranteed with real estate. Yep. And a matter of fact, they put a whole listing in the newspapers every year of all the properties that are behind or that are delinquent. Some of them have auctions where you can buy the tax lien. Some of them they just outright just sell the property, depending on what state where you are. So, and they'll do it right at the county court steps sometime. There'll be a whole bunch of people standing at the county court steps, and the guy's just standing there. List property number so-and-so, lot so-and-so, opening bid is this, and then it goes from there. Opening bid, you got it. High bid, yours. Next. Yeah, it's amazing. And we're going back to above 11, and let's continue on down now. Keep us going, baby.
Lufthansa 9 is Mike identified. Lufthansa 330, report requested up.
And what are we holding at? 4. Alright, we're inbound Bond. Alright, we're coming up on 10 now. That's a nice view. A couple of flickers here and there. Oh, that looks like West Palm Beach down there, yes. Yeah, that's Fort Lauderdale, actually. There's KFLL. All right, good day. We need to be between 8 and 9. We're at 9,200 descending. We're still 2.5 miles out. So, all in all, it's been a pretty cool ride.
Lufthansa 9 right Mike, 7, Lufthansa 370. Derek, Lima, Lufthansa 370, Lufthansa 98 Mike.
Let's have a quick peek. Exterior lights check set. We are good. Engine start selectors to continuous. I'm already on terrain. We're looking pretty good here. Let's start slowing down here. Get the nose down and enjoy the view on the way into Miami.
Condor 9er echoing Frega identified. Keep the deal. Yep, view look good.
They want us 210 at roads, but we're going to slow down. I'll get the flaps out, get the nose down, give you a better view out the front.
Identity Lufthansa 1 Tango Yankee.
Lufthansa 1 Tango Yankee, you are identified. Lambda 330.
Coming 330, Lufthansa 1 Tango Yankee. Thank you.
Condor 115, topic frequency, there was approaching 735.
Copper 115, hello, you identified. Lufthansa 1 Tango Yankee, what point are you navigating? Turkish 3 Hotel X.
Yeah, we got flaps out a little bit.
755, bye-bye.
32755 Turkish, 307, bye-bye.
Scandinavian 69er Papa, descent platform 310, 1500 feet up another breaker.
Bravo 310, 1500.
Looks like our airport out there.
69er Papa.
And let it keep going. We're holding at 4. And give me 5 on the flaps. Speed check. Alright, we're coming up on roads. Let's bring up the approach now. That was 26 right on the localizer. And we're just popping up on that chart now.
Lufthansa 9er 8 Mike, 125, this one 9er 35, bye-bye.
What did I say? We're coming in at a buck 47.
Negative, it's 125, 9er 35.
Give me 10.
9er 35, with an 8 Mike.
Couple of rights and we're on our way in.
Lufthansa 1 Tango Yankee, call 135, 1310, bye-bye.
135, 310, Lufthansa 1 Tango Yankee, danke, ciao.
Super
18 miles out.
Driver 8, Zulu Buffalo, that's right. Condor 115, descent level 250, 1500 feet up.
Condor 115, descent flight level 250, 1500 or more.
Milan 1 uniform Delta, climbing level 240 on the sign heading 095 degrees.
So no real complaints this ride. This has been pretty great. 100%. Anything's possible when I'm sitting in the left seat, my friend. Anything is possible. See, this is what I was talking about earlier with the water. See, it gives you, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but you got these different type of colorizations going on there based on wind direction and how it's pushing the water and the waves, and it looks really nice. That seems to be missing in X-Plane 12. Let's keep going. "15 miles out. Nice view. Let's pick up the localizer. And we can even pick up the approach. And you're back to 4. And you are looking at 290. Alright, how many gear?
Milan 1 from Delta,
15 on the flaps, speed check.
Get a 5 white
Beautiful view, man. Doesn't get any better than this. Alright, we're established here on that. Let's bring that down now. Bring that up. 25 on the flaps. Speed check. Slow all the way up now. And give me 30. Alright, lights, engine start selectors, auto brake, speed brake, landing gear, flaps, and they have been notified. Let's have a quick peek. 10 notification complete. Speed brake is on, landing gear is down, 3 green, flaps set for landing. Alrighty, we're looking pretty good. Alright, my bird, I've got control. That's a great view.
Thank you. Runner 2 Tango Whiskey, continue heading.
On again, Runner 2 Tango Whiskey.
It's pretty smooth out here.
Get up 51 Yankee, comfortable 412. Lateral 4
This is what it's like flying a Cessna over water in the summertime. It's smooth like this, and then as soon as you get over the land and that heat comes bouncing up off the ground, man, you get bounced around like crazy. Hard to believe that there are 7 monitors running right now as smooth as this is on the ultra settings. Man, I don't know how they do it.
104, reaching the right to go back to 390.
Open air 104, okay, that's fine.
Good after 5, Charlie 223, number 65.
Beautiful run.
Get up 57, Charlie, hello, 875, climb up 310, service to Guru Tanka, report your report level.
Not seeing any winds here, but we definitely got a crosswind a little bit pushing us. No doubt about it. I can feel it.
Runner 2 Tango Whiskey, resume modification under 50 at scope 132.755. Bye-bye.
Scale navigation date of the 132755 for an air 2 Tango Whiskey. Bye.
Still seems nice and smooth. I see a flicker here and there, but not bad.
500. Get him on 253, climb level 410. Climb level 410, okay, well, 120. Get him 57 Charlie, climb level 350.
Approaching minimums.
350.
Minimums.
Continue.
135310, running 8,
100.
Prepare for landing.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
We're going to come down here over to the right. Beautiful ride from PMDG in 2024. Beautiful ride.
Get a 57 Charlie, climb level 360.
360, 57 Charlie.
And that is an hour and a half runway to runway. We are 1 minute early. Well, probably a little bit less than that. It was on 1:30. So we're within 60 seconds of the real world ride from runway to runway. Pretty cool. Doesn't get any better than that.
Speed Speedbird 68 Hotel, descent out of 3503 feet.
And 51350.
Monitor radar display.
Thanks,
Go around. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead.
With a 9 Lima Romeo, maintain flight level 300 reaching, there will be crossing.
Not a bad ride.
That's copy. Maintain flight level 300 upon reaching with Lima Romeo.
Okay, come on up.
Cockpit A2 Alpha Hotel, traffic information at your 2 o'clock. There will be traffic crossing right left.
Hope you enjoyed that ride. I had a blast, as I always do. Exterior lights as needed. We are good. APU, we're getting that up and running right now. Your damper switch is off. Window heat switches are off. Probe heat switches are off. Wing and engine anti-ice are off. Engine start selectors as needed. They're off. Auto brake is off. Speed brake is down. Flaps are up. Transponders TA auto weather radar is set to test. We are looking pretty good.
Speedbird 68 Hotel, on navigation or to Bombay.
Place Bombay, 8 Hotel.
Get 77 Hotel, climb level 250 is not stated.
Philip 77 Hotel, naam Zibomod identified. Climb level 330, direct to Rotterdam.
Climb level 330, direct Rotterdam, get 77 Hotel.
Pick a spot, any spot.
Charlie, continue heading, climb level 410.
Follow heading level 410.
And KLM 77 Hotel, what's your request level today?
Alrighty. Shut them down. Any collision. And, oh, I get on you yet? I did not. And we're not even going to bother with that. Alright, let's get on ground. Ground. Set the chocks. Give me ground power. The chocks are in position. We can lose the parking brake. Ground power is available. Let's get on ground. Confirm with the AC selector. I'm going to get set for unconditioned air here. I never switched over. Don't need the APU. Don't need the pumps. Don't need galley. Don't need hydraulics. And we don't need TCAS. Let's have a quick peek. Electrical panel. APU or ground. We are on ground. APU bleed. We are set for unconditioned air. Yes. Okay. Fuel levers are set to cut off. Anti-collision light is off. Passenger signs are off. Fuel pump switches are off. Electrical panel check set. Galley power is off. Window heat switches are off. Probe heat switches are off. Hydraulic pumps, electric 2 and 1 are off. Exterior lights as needed. We have position. Flight director switches are off. Chocks in position. Parking brake is off. And that's a wrap. Let's just get the doors open. And that is basically it. And that's a wrap. Alright everybody, the aircraft is basically set for the next crew to take over for the next run. I don't know where I'm going to go next, but I'm definitely going to come in here and get another ride in 2024. This is a pretty cool run, man. The view was amazing. Alright everybody, with that, I will catch you on my next live run. As always, I enjoy the company and the conversation along the way, my friends. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Let's see, I missed anything here? Let's see. Just waiting until the auto shuts off. Okay. That was done. How many graphic cards? I'm running one graphic board, and then one that's built into the motherboard that's running this whole thing. It's an Asus 4090 graphic board. Let's see. Great ride. I appreciate that. Thanks. 10:10. There you go. And the time, yeah, we were 1 minute, less than a minute early, man. How cool was that? 50 some odd seconds, 60 seconds or better, being right on time with the real world. So that's pretty cool. All right, everybody, I'm going to go grab something to eat, and we're going to come back a little bit later and get another ride in. All right, enjoy the rest of your day, your evening. I'll catch you on my next live run. Beautiful. Oh, I got to take my meds before she gets back. Get mad.
Now motion 86, enjoy Harvard. Flight level 390, inbound to 1 base KCLT.
Lada motion 86, X-ray November, good day, identify. Qatari 6, Bravo Zulu, code 133815, bye-bye.
133815, Qatari 6, Bravo Zulu, have a good day.
Good morning, Easy 97 Golf Hotel, Ground Power 240 Brussels.
Easy 907 Golf Hotel, Master, hello, identified. Ground level 300.
Ground Level 300, Easy 97 Golf Hotel.
Easy 907 Golf Hotel, when out of flight level 250, you can set course to Dienet.
Thank you, 250 to Venus, Easy 97 Golf Hotel.
Turkish to Quebec Delta, confirm 32.755, bye-bye.
132.755, bye-bye, Turkish 2.